welcome back. I thought I would make a little video to show you what I got at Michael's for some back to school shopping. You might be wondering, why did I go to Michael's and not Target? It's because we don't have Target in Canada. And the border won't be opening for a while, basically not before school starts up again. There's no way I'm gonna get to Target before the school year. So Michael's it is, and they actually have like a teacher section now, so that's pretty cool. For my job for next year, I'm not really sure. I mean, I'm assuming I would teach music, but we don't know, first of all, if we're even going back into the schools. Second of all, not really sure if kids are going to be allowed to switch classrooms or if music would be taught on a cart or any of those things. So I kind of am keeping that in mind, but I also know that like with new things coming out every year, like even if you buy stuff and you don't use it, you will use it the next year. But I try to keep everything organized and make sure I can find it that following year so I'm not buying the same thing over and over again. One thing that I know for sure is usually at my school we have a well-being lead, and that job kind of goes into the air every year, and every year I take it because I want to do it and I love it and I have a lot of fun doing it. Some of the stuff that I purchased is like for my classroom, and then some stuff I got to kind of add to some of the things that we do at my particular school. So without further ado, let's get started. One of the things that I got was this giant clipboard. It already has, I don't know if there's more than one. Oh, it's a double-sided message. So there are some messages already on here, but I figured I could also create my own and just print them on 8.5 by 11. I may also paint this wood. I have not decided yet, but super cute. Another thing that I got a bunch of these. There's these hand cutouts. Now, I didn't really like need to buy these. Like I could do this on my Cricut, like that's no big deal, but it does save some time. These were pretty cheap as well. Like they're 99 cents US and $1.99 Canadian. So really like not that much, but I was thinking maybe at the beginning of the year to do some kind of like diversity inclusiveness board about how everyone is welcome and stick these hands kind of all over it, even if it's like as a border or just as some decals to put up there. You know, I thought these would be pretty cute and useful. Another thing that I got were these magnetic letters. Now we're kind of switching back to classroom, so this video is going to be all over the place, but I got these magnetic letters, and they are foam letters with little magnets on the back, but I figure these are nice because you can wipe them down. And also these would be good to do some word work, or even when relating to music, we can always play games like how do you spell like dynamics in Italian, or tempo words and things like that, just to keep the activities different. I don't know at this point if we'll be able to do things like play recorders or play instruments or anything like that. So I'm just trying to think of like different activities that we could do that still would be like fun and engaging. So these foam letters are pretty cute and useful. I also got pencil grips. I don't know why I always have a hard time finding these, but these ones are pretty cute. I bought 2 packs. There's one with like these pinks and purples, and another one must be, oh, here. This one is like greens and blues, but I figure if I give one of these to each child, then at least they have their own. One of the more fun things that I got were bulletin borders. They make so much noise. I love bulletin borders, and again, these you could totally kind of like make yourself with like just construction paper or buying like different printed paper at Michael's and things like that, but honestly, these are just too cute. So one thing that we do at our school, they're called character shoutouts. We started them last year, where we have a character trait every single month, and then students who like exemplify that character trait get like a note that they can take to the office, and it's read on the announcements. But then we do nothing with the notes. So I thought I would get these little like composition notebook borders and make a bulletin board that says like noteworthy behavior. And then those notes, once they're completed and we've read them on the announcements, we can stick them on the board and just see how the board fills up and grows and shows just all the great traits of the students at our school. So that's what those are for. These rainbow ones are to die for. They're so cute. But I figure every year I put up a Pride Month bulletin bulletin board for June, so I thought those would be really cool too. And just again, I can do any color like background. I think last year I did like yellow, and then I can put these like little rainbow bulletin borders on them, so that's cute. These ones honestly were just super cute, but we do so many different bulletin boards at school that I figure these like generic ones, they've got every color on them, they'll match everything, so easy peasy to put up. And that's pretty much the same thing with these pencil ones too. Kind of related to the magnetic letters, they also had magnetic shapes and numbers. Again, just thought this would be a cool manipulative to like use up on the board and they can wipe down. And the shapes, I thought, obviously you can use those for math, but I thought that would be good with my primary students when we're talking about rhythm and things like that. If we assign, you know, a triangle a rhythm and a square a rhythm and make patterns with those, then they can kind of be introduced to rhythm in that sort of sense with shapes. I also got these pointers that are so cute. Look, the cactus, a pencil, and then the apple and the rainbow. They only had 4, but these are really great for student involvement in the classroom. If we are back in school and there's gonna be a lot of safety protocols and things that students can't do or can't be as involved in their lessons, at least like if I have these pointers, maybe they can come up and grab it and like point at things and help me. And you know, if that student uses this one and maybe there's a teacher helper for the day and they get to pick a pointer and help me the whole day or half a day or a whole period, whatever you want to do, at least we can be safe and these can be wiped down. I just thought these were super cute. I had to get all of them. Michael's had lots of these decals too. There were so many different kinds and I honestly could not pick between them, but I thought I would just grab the Earth Day ones because again, for well-being stuff, we do put up like a Earth Day bulletin board and everyone does things in their class for Earth Day. So I thought these would just be, again, another easy, quick, bump, 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 done. Okay, mini erasers. I don't know why it is so hard to find mini erasers like in Ontario. Maybe it's in Canada too, I don't know, but I have been on the hunt for mini erasers and basically my only option was to buy from Amazon and they were like a decent price for how many I got, but it was just when I saw these, like I had to get them because I was like, I will find a use for these. If it's not just like giving out like a little eraser as an award to a student, I know a lot of teachers use mini erasers as manipulatives, like you can play tic-tac-toe and things like that. So they had so many different ones. These ones are like pandas and koalas. These ones are rainbows and like sunshine, super cute. These ones are like superhero themed, like a lightning bolt and they say POW on them. I got a bunch of adhesive pockets too. I figured if we do go back to school, everything is gonna have to be labeled, especially when you're a homeroom teacher, everything by student is going to have to be labeled. So I figured these little stickies are great and you can just peel and stick them on a cubby or on a container or anywhere that students will need to keep their stuff labeled and organized. So these were a really great find. I also got these blocks. So these rainbow ones are dry erase and the black ones are chalkboard ones. So these again are great manipulatives for the classroom. I also think that these would be great for distance learning too. You just might end up doing more of the work, rolling these cubes or rolling the dice, and students can like watch and see what you're doing. But I have a few ideas on these. If you saw my Instagram post from this week, I showed you one way that I was using these in the music room, but you could totally use these for any classroom. You can put sight words on them and have students roll them and read them. You could put letters on them and kind of have like a boggle situation and make words of their own based on the letters that they see. Another great find, these pencils I just got for myself. They are cute. You can't go wrong with some pastel pencils. And let's see, more of these decal cutouts. I got these ones that are tickets because I figured if by some miracle by May we can have our school musical, these would be a cute little thing to put on our display case with all the students' pictures and the description of the musical. So I thought that was great. Again, a bulletin board idea, just these arrows. So if there's like important information that I want students to read about a certain subject or theme of the bulletin board, then I can kind of put these arrows to direct them there. I guess the last thing would be these reading strips. So I just got 2 packs of these, but essentially students can put this like over text and then it'll isolate the sentence for them. So I hope this video was a little bit helpful on what you can start buying or start looking at as we head back to school. I know it's still going to be a couple more weeks until I find out what's happening with my board, if we are going back to school in class or some kind of hybrid learning. Again, all of these items I got from Michael's. I hope you guys have a great day and a great week. If you get any of these items too, please tag me on Instagram at musicpluscoffee and I would love to see